Coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Minnesota Vikings. Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Oh, nice move. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Now a second down throw for Bradford. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now McKinnon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now Bradford on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. But plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
Screen play, McKinnon. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Here's the offense, and when you talk about this offense, you certainly have to talk about all-day AP, Adrian Peterson.
Does not shy away from contact. Also has the speed to go the distance. It's the rare combination that you get from one of the great runners of all time in the NFL. 2,000 yards every year is the goal. I'd never bet against him.
The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Here again is McKinnon, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's third and goal. Back now with Charles. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a third and long here. 13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's third and goal. Third and long for Bradford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Come on, let's go!
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Hurry up, here we go!
Now this time, McCown will throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They keep it with Crowell on first. Oh, spinning away. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking her, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Here's Johnson now, the fullback. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now!
Now they'll throw with McCown. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Now McCown. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. McCown to throw for it on fourth. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. And the Browns have taken the lead. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This will be taken short. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So troubles these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems. And this qualifies as a big problem.
Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. On 1st and 10, here's McCown. And here's the first NFL catch for Corey Coleman. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a second down. McCown to throw on second down. He'll rifle this one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. A minute 57 to go in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this. On 1st down, McCown. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And how about Terrell Pryor in that Miami game in Week 3, Charles? He played quarterback, running back, receiver, even played safety at the end of the first half.
Felt like we were watching a game from way back when a guy would play on both sides of the ball. That's what it felt like with Terrell Pryor. Awfully impressive performance. He has really embraced being a receiver first and foremost now. But he hasn't forgotten his other skills, has he? I mean, to put up those kind of numbers that would equate to what Frank Gifford did in 1959, a Hall of Famer, what a sensational day for him.
Yeah, he was the first guy since Frank Gifford in 1959 to at least have 120 receiving yards, 30 passing yards, and 20 or more rushing yards.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And they're going to speed things up here. McCown going to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. McCown now on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Watching now, Barney. Here we go.
McCown looking to throw on 4th. Forced out to his left. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And now out comes, now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And tough starting field position here. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Bradford now. He's going to float this one deep right side. And here's the first NFL catch for Laquan Treadwell. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Final play of the half. Bradford. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's McCown. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels like
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. First down carry now for Crowell. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. Back 99 Philly.
Time running out here on the play clock. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They run it with McCannon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here's McKinnon, and he'll push his way up to about the 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down following the run.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Offense looks to punch it in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Zach Line punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And he's got it up and through. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Time to tighten up the seatbelt just a little bit, partner, because that was a safety that crashed in there and made that play behind the line of scrimmage. How about that pursuit?
It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10. The Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. McCown looking to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now McCown got to have this one. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. McCown now on 1st down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Cleveland first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, Johnson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. McCown looks to throw on third. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The tight end, Gary Barnidge, the intended receiver. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off the drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
McCown now on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Let's go.
McCown to throw for it on 4th. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out proves somewhat fruitful as he is able to get it across the 25 by a little bit. And now out comes Minnesota. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll get 23 yards there, and it'll give the Vikings a 1st down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. He's back to throw, and the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there. He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They'll look to throw, and that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on it a little bit more. Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Back to throw. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They come out here in the eye. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I have to tell you, this play call surprised me a bit here on 4th down. This isn't 4th and 1. They need a few yards here. But it's the element of surprise to give it to the fullback that I think ultimately is what's going to get them the 1st down.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. And Rudolph has it left side. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. One last shot, and he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. So with next to nothing left on the clock, they get Charles what should be the game-winning touchdown catch.
That felt so much like practice and preparation coming together. So many times your last practice of the week, you